What's up, Spud Nation? I hope you all have had a great week. It is now the weekend edition right here on the Sports Couch. I hope you all have a great weekend planned. I know I sure have a busy weekend ahead of me. Saturday, I'm really looking forward to this. If you haven't checked it out, I interviewed some local MMA fighters, and they have a big fight coming up on Saturday. It's a local Wisconsin thing, but you, all of you out there, Spud Nation, you get to check out this fight. It's going to be taped. It's going to be pasted together. Do what we do. Throw in some interviews. Hopefully there's some fireworks going on in there. It's going to be a great event. And guess what? Next week you get to watch it all. You get to see the fight as it went down. I'm excited about this, exposing the local talent to all of you out there, Spud Nation. And who doesn't love a good fight? I love it. I'm excited for it. It's my first live event of this nature. So let's do it up. Let's do it big. Also, Spud Nation, hoodies on sale, 25 bucks. They're great, great colors. You can check them out on the Facebook page, the Sports Couch Facebook page, and also t-shirts on sale, 15 bucks a pop. I've been hearing nothing but great things from all of you out there, Spud Nation. The ones who have ordered them say they are amazing, they fit great, they feel awesome, and guess what? The graphics are phenomenal. If you want to hit me up, Craig at thesportscouch.com. I'll get you all hooked up. Got a big shout out to my boys up there in Michigan, Back Check Sportswear. They've done a great job so far. Going to keep doing business through them. Spud Nation, keep it rolling. Alright, we're going to get right to it. NBA action. It was a trade deadline today, and teams were busy. We're going to start with Boston, the Celtics. They had a nice afternoon, mixing it up a little bit, shaking up their roster, and it started with a 2017 second-round pick coming their way. Sacramento Kings, they get Marquise Daniels. Not a bad piece for the Kings to add. He'll see some minutes on that team. With Boston, he wasn't getting the playing time that he's accustomed to. So, not a bad move. Celtics, they're just stockpiling second-round picks in the future. Moving along, Portland. They're pulling in a very nice piece to their team. Gerald Wallace. Didn't think it was going to happen. Didn't think the Bobcats were going to move him, but they did. The price, some would say it's a hefty price, but my take on it is the Blazers stole him. They traded away Dante Cunningham, Joel Przybilla, Sean Marks, a 2011 first-round pick, and some cash. Yeah, the Bobcats are getting a few players, some size inside. That first-round pick is awfully nice, but still, Gerald Wallace, you bring a quality. He's a premier scorer to the Blazers, who are missing Brandon Roy tremendously. The Blazers are primed right now for a playoff run, and I like to see it. It's great seeing a team who is on the verge of becoming one of those top-tier playoff teams, making that push, making the proper changes that they needed. Phoenix Suns, they bring in Aaron Brooks, a nice little point guard, and they send Goran Dragic and a future first-round draft pick over to the Rockets. The Thunder made some moves today. Starting off, Nazr Muhammad, and then they ship off DJ White and Morris Peterson, over to the Bobcats. A nice move for the Thunder. They need some size inside. Nazr Muhammad, a veteran, he's going to bring them that size that they need. The Grizzlies, they bring in Shane Battier, coming back home. He's going to be happy. And Ish Smith. And for the Rockets, they send him Hasheem Thabeet. Yes, he's been kind of a bust up until now. But with that big frame, he can play defense. Houston might get some value out of him. And a future first-round pick. Not a bad move for the Grizzlies. 10th rated defensive team in the NBA. And they just increased that, bringing Shane Battier and letting him play some tough D with that Memphis squad. The Cavaliers. Yippee skippy. I bet you everyone's excited to go play in Cleveland. They get Luke Herringody and Erden. Not a bad move for Cleveland. They need anyone that's willing to play for them. and they send a second-round pick to Boston. Like I said, Boston stockpiling those second-round picks. Here we go. Celtics, Thunder. This was the big daddy. This was the trade of the day. The Celtics get Jeff Green and Nenad Kristic, and they send over Kendrick Perkins and Nate Robinson. Now, I don't understand how the Celtics benefit from this trade. Yeah, Jeff Green, he's a young, talented guy, can extend the floor. You know, he's got good range. But Kendrick Perkins is a beast inside. I know he's injured a lot. He's a young, big guy. He has toughness. He's got championship experience. What were they thinking? The Celtics had a leg up on the rest of the NBA because of their depth and size inside. Shaq he's withering away in front of us. He can't log the minutes he used to. And guess what? Jermaine O'Neal is always injured. They needed Kendrick Perkins. It's going to be tough. And not to mention Nate Robinson. He's a locker room guy. Everyone loves him. And they just cut ties with two very important pieces. Boston taking a step back with this move. Cleveland Cavaliers back on it. They trade. They get Baron Davis and a 2011 first-round pick from the Clippers. Clippers get Mo Williams. They get Jamario Moon. Basically, the Clippers would have gotten rid of Baron Davis for anything. They wanted to get rid of his contract. It was a huge deal, and they did it. Cleveland, good luck. Baron Davis is on his last leg, and rightfully so. He went to the right team. Cleveland's awful. Let him bury his, the rest of his career there. Atlanta Hawks, making moves. Kirk Heinrich, a great addition to their team, along with Hilton Armstrong, add a little size to that squad, and they send away one of my all-time favorites, Mike Bibby, Jordan Crawford, and they send away Mo Evans, a 2011 first-round pick. Not a bad package deal. The Hawks came away ahead in this deal. Kirk Heinrich, a solid defensive point guard. He's solid at the point on offense. Great job. Mike Bibby, he's aging. His career's almost over. And he'll be a nice backup for John Wall. Golden State Warriors, they bring in Red Rum, Troy Murphy, and the 2012 second-round pick. The Nets, they get some nice size of nice young big man. Brandon Wright, watched him play at North Carolina, loved him then. You know what? He hasn't had the NBA career that everyone thought he was going to. But Brandon Wright, maybe he's got some upside. And a newfound team, that might just bring it out of him. And the Nets also got Dan Gadzuric. I watched him when he was a Milwaukee Buck. It was painful to see, and it couldn't get any better, I'm sure. The Nets, they just get him. It's another big body. Have fun with him. The Hornets, they bring in a nice piece today, Carl Landry. Carl Landry, a nice, undersized power forward, can stretch the D a little bit, works hard on the boards. Nice addition for Chris Paul. Also, the Kings, they get Marcus Thornton out of the deal and some cash. This was the granddaddy. This took the cake. This was the best and biggest trade of the entire NBA trading season, so to say. The Nets, they bring Darren Williams to their squad, and they send to the Jazz Derek Favors, Devin Harris, 2 first-round picks, one in 2011, one in 2012, and some cash. If the Nets can lock down Darren Williams for the next 8 years, let him sign an extension, that's going to be a tremendous signing for the New Jersey Nets. Maybe he's that player that can attract some free agents. Dwight Howard maybe. Bring him over, get the move to Brooklyn taken care of. The Nets could be making strides in the right direction. And on the other foot, 2 first-round draft picks, you can never go wrong with that. You can never go wrong with young talent. The sky is the limit for Derek Favors. He's got a lot of upside. He could do some good things. Let's see if Utah uses him the right way. And it's not like Devin Harris is a complete wash-up. He was an all-star not too long ago. Great point guard, can push the pace a little bit. I like the trade. New Jersey, they might have given up quite a bit, but it was worth it to both teams. All right, we're heading over to college hoops. We got to get some college hoop preview going on. But first, Thursday night, Marquette gets a humongous win. Marquette, baby. Big win in the Big East over UConn. That's right. Any win is huge for Marquette right now. On the bubble, looking to get into the tournament. This might have been the win to get them into the tournament. Great job, Marquette. Saturday's games, these are big ones. Syracuse taking on Georgetown. Going to be tough for Georgetown to win without Chris Wright. He's out till tournament time. Let's see if Georgetown can survive and kind of salvage a few of these victories here. Missouri taking on Kansas State. Kansas State needs another premier win to get them into the tournament. Maybe lock them in, and a win over Missouri would do great things for their resume. This is the game of the weekend. BYU, San Diego State. I bet you no one ever thought that anyone would be saying this, but they're on the national stage. It's going to be a great game. Jimmer Fredette taking on that San Diego State team. This could be the game that elevates one of these teams to a #1 seed come March. I can't wait to see this game. I'm very excited. Let's see if Jimmer performs when the lights are shining the brightest. St. John's taking on Villanova. Huge game in the Big East. Can St. John's win on the road? Should be a phenomenal matchup. Kind of pushing for St. John's. It's a great story this year. Florida taking on Kentucky. Kentucky sliding. They need to stop the free fall. And Florida, they just keep pulling out games. Sunday slate, Purdue taking on Michigan State. Michigan State needs a win to lock in an NCAA tournament berth. Will it be against Purdue? Purdue's one of the hottest teams in the NCAA right now. Two-headed monster. They're tough. Let's see if Michigan State can pull out the home win. Pittsburgh taking on Louisville. Both these teams are tournament bound. This game is just going to be a wash. Providence taking on Marquette. Providence has given teams trouble this year, but Marquette, they see the tournament right in their sights. They need this home win to keep that momentum rolling. And the last game, Maryland taking on North Carolina. North Carolina needs to continue to win at home. Set up that big-time matchup with Duke on North Carolina's home court. I can't wait. Should be a great weekend. For those of you who haven't checked it out, a lot of interviews right here on the Sports Couch. Check them out. See what's going on. Hey, enjoy your weekend, Spud Nation. Till next time, we're out.